As of today, the Dallas Mavericks are the winners of the trade deadline. It was reported earlier today the Dallas Mavericks made blockbuster trades to acquire one Daniel Gafford and one PJ Washington while still keeping a few of our picks and a few of our young players. How's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavericks Digest, and I'm bringing you the latest news and all things Dallas Mavericks related. Make sure you subscribe and stay up to date as I'm dropping video after video after video all season long. But without further ado, the first thing on the docket that we're going to have to talk about are the Dallas Mavericks acquiring Daniel Gafford. I dropped a few videos last night just going over a few of the players that have been linked to the Dallas Mavericks, a few names running through the grapevine of who is it that Mark Cuban and Nico Harrison are really trying to go after. After a few days leading up to the deadline, it has been radio silence. But it was reported today from the Mavs Fans for Life page. It was initially, reported by Woj and Shams, but we got a report here that the full trade, that the Dallas Mavericks are acquiring Daniel Gafford from the Wizards in return for Richaun Holmes, an OKC's second least favorable first round 2024 pick. Now, for those of you who have been in the know, that it's not really highly regarded that this upcoming draft isn't really loaded with a lot of talent. So the Dallas Mavericks had to find a way to facilitate this trade to give Washington a pick that they could use rather than us. And thankfully, OKC was able to step in and help out with this trade, and we were able to acquire their center from the Washington Wizards, Daniel Gafford. This is huge. This is great for the Dallas Mavericks. All the Mavericks fans can rejoice that we no longer have to rely on Dwight Powell come playoff time. And for me, this is a huge surprise. I wasn't even sure if Daniel Gafford was on the trading block. I never once heard his name being tossed around, let alone for the Mavericks or any other team for that matter. But Nico Harrison did it. He is arguably one of the best GMs that this team has seen in a long time. But who is Daniel Gafford and what does he bring for the Dallas Mavericks? Well, we can look right here. Daniel Gafford, even though he's 6'10", he's not a 7-footer, but he is a center. For this season, he's averaging 10 points, 8 rebounds, while shooting 69% from the floor. That tells you right there he's got a real good, real nice touch around the rim, shooting 70% from the free throw line. Nothing to golf at. As a big man, that's actually pretty good. He's got a 19.8 PER. All that's nice, but what else? What else does Daniel Gafford give you? Well, I got the little line highlighted right there to show you his averages for this season. To show you right there, if you look, that he's averaging 2.2 blocks a game. That is huge. That is huge, Mavs fans. We have a rim protector. We have a true big man, not a 7-footer like Derek Lively, who, whenever he comes back from his injury, it's going to be insane with these two guys on the court. But we got someone who can average about 2 blocks a game, about 8 rebounds, and how many offensive boards? About almost 3 offensive rebounds a game. That is going to be huge for us. The Dallas Mavericks have desperately needed a true big man, a rim protector, someone to hang down low with the Anthony Davises, the Giannis's, the Jokic's, the Embiids of the world. We have that guy. And what's even better about this, guys, he's only 25 years old and on the first year of a 3-year contract. We got Daniel Gafford for the next 3 years, guys. We can let him just absorb the Dallas culture, just fall in love with the city. We got sports gambling and casinos on the way, so maybe that can entice him to stay. I mean, I love living here. I myself live in Dallas, and I love it. So hopefully Daniel Gafford can come here and love it just like I have and really help Luka and the rest of this team, the whole Dallas Mavericks organization, make a beautiful playoff push come this summer. And I just can't say enough. Daniel Gafford, it blows my mind. Again, a player who I did not see on the trade block. I did not hear his name being floated around at all. But when you have a GM like Nico Harrison, magic. I know you've heard of Luka magic. This is Nico magic. That black magic, that dark magic, that magic that, Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, he who shall not be named. That's the type of magic that Nico Harrison is committing on this Dallas Mavericks team in our favor, making the impossible possible. But again, Daniel Gafford, I showed you the stats. I'm ranting and raving about him. What else makes this trade so sweet? The starters with 70+ true shooting percent this season with a minimum of 10 games. Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, Dante Exum, and they all play for the same team. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, if you're not a big stat head like I am, I mean, I love the numbers. They tell one side of the story, where I know the eye test tell another side of the story. But the fact that we've got efficient scorers A true big to pair alongside Derek Lively. One can start, one come off the bench. I would assume Derek Lively would come off the bench to back up Daniel Gafford. I mean, I love Derek Lively. I really do. In my heart, he is the rookie of the year. When healthy, he definitely plays like one. But he's still a rookie. He's young. He's about 19 years old. So coming off the bench for Daniel Gafford would be beautiful because in all reality, they're almost the same player. We got Derek Lively's stats right here. He's averaging 9 points, 7 rebounds. He's shooting 73% from the floor. The man's touch around the rim is unmatched across the league. The free throws could definitely be better, 54%. You know, it's not pretty, but when you combine that, like I'll throw it up again. Daniel Gafford, 10-8. Derek Lively, 9. Like the production will not change if you can play Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, maybe not on the floor together, but they just kind of go on and off. It's like you have the same player playing all 48 minutes. It's going to be nuts. Just Dallas, we're here. Mavericks fans, rejoice because we finally have the missing piece. We no longer have to rely on Dwight Powell come playoff time to close out games and have to put him up against the better bigs in the league. We now have a young 25-year-old who's a rim protector, a ball swatter, a real rebounder. The dude throws down vicious dunks left, right, front, and center. I can't say it enough. Daniel Gafford, he is a Dallas Maverick, ladies and gentlemen. This is real news. This is amazing. I was at work today. I wanted to just rush home and put out this vid, but the Bills got to get paid. But we're here. We're here. The Dallas Mavericks have found their center, and this changes everything. The pick and roll with Luka and Daniel Gafford, the pick and roll with Kyrie and Daniel Gafford, the alley-oops are going to be phenomenal. The fast break is all of it. I can't just say it enough. It's going to be great. The playoffs are going to be here. If the Dallas Mavericks don't make a deep run this year, I promise you, next year we're making the finals, and that's no overstatement. Because on top of a great player like Daniel Gafford, who else did we get today? The Mavericks acquired P.J. Washington. Now, he was a player that I talked about briefly last night in the last few videos. If you want to go and check those out, I gave you my synopsis of the type of player that P.J. Washington is. But I'll recap today, right here for you guys. P.J. Washington is a great wing defender. He's a young guy. He's about 25 years old as well. I got his stats somewhere around here. Here we go. P.J. Washington. 6'7" power forward, and if the other team wants to run small, we can run some small ball, run PJ at the 5 as well. Averaging 13 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 44% from the floor. The 3 ball isn't too nice, but at least he can shoot it, 32%, 71% from the free throw line, not too bad. But we got him. And what did that trade look like? Let me see if I got the tweet here. It's somewhere around here. We got the trade. Something. Maybe I didn't throw up the trade. I don't know. We got him. We traded PJ Washington. We traded for PJ Washington, and we gave up Seth Curry. We gave up Grant Williams, and I want to say that we did a pick swap as well. We sent them our first round pick. They sent back a second round pick. Huge. We got a wing defender. I know over the summer we got Grant Williams, and that was a wing defender that we really desperately needed from Boston, and unfortunately it just didn't pan out. I mean, I was a fan of Grant Williams. I thought he was a great player. I thought he played better coming off the bench than starting. But as of late, the production just isn't there. The defense is subpar. The scoring is even worse. But with P.J. Washington, he's 25 years old. He's long. He's tall. He's able to be here, there, everywhere. He can play off ball, so he doesn't have to take the ball out of Luka and Kyrie's hands. He can space the floor, run different screens like. PJ Washington is nothing to just snub your nose at. I know a lot of Mavericks fans out there on the Twitterverses and the Twitter Spaces aren't really happy about these trades because we had to give up a first-round pick and a couple of guys, and it sucks that we had to trade Seth Curry for the 3rd time in his career. Hopefully he doesn't become a villain in Dallas, and we ain't got to worry about him coming by, but Nico Harrison has done it again. We got Daniel Gafford, a great big man to pair with Derek Lively, to pair with Luka and Kyrie, just someone who can effortlessly fit into the system and help us win games and really help bolster this team on the defensive end. We got P.J. Washington, a wing defender, someone who can really help with our perimeter defense as well as play off ball with Luka and Kyrie. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mavericks have done it again. Nico Harrison has done it again. Every year, I want to say for the past 3 or 4 years, Nico Harrison has not failed to deliver come the trade deadline. He makes something happen. You can say that he's just asleep at the wheel. He doesn't really know which direction he's going, but that's just a ruse. You think he's asleep at the wheel, but reality, he's driving a Tesla self-driving car. So it's all automatic, baby. He does this in his sleep. Nico Harrison Executive of the Year. The campaign doesn't stop here. We got Luka Doncic for MVP. We got Nico Harrison for Executive of the Year. It's crazy, ladies and gentlemen. We have the pieces. We have the pieces. We can make a push. Right now, the Dallas Mavericks are sitting around the 7th and 8th seed. I think come playoff time, we can hit that 4th seed. I think after the All-Star break, the wins are going to start coming, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to start coming. It's not going to stop coming because we're making a deep playoff run. Finals or bust. Finals or bust. That's where we're going. But that's what I got right now. A few more vids are on the way. We got to break down some more stuff. We got to break down Daniel Gafford a little bit more, another vid. We got to break down PJ Washington, another vid. We're going to be cranking these out front, right, and center for you guys, all over every direction for you guys. But make sure you subscribe to stay tuned and stay up to date with the latest Dallas Mavericks news. My name is Marcel Martin. I'll be back. Peace.